In this video, you are going to get 4 practical ways to get wisdom. Welcome everyone to this video. My name is Jide and I'm peculiar, so you can call me J Peculiar. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you 4 practical ways to get wisdom, as I've said. And don't forget, this is Value Time with J Peculiar. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can get values that will add values to your lives. So let's continue. Why do you need to get wisdom? Wisdom is the principal thing, so get wisdom. So it is written, it's the principle. If you want to succeed in life, you want to triumph, if you want to end well, if you want to live long. In fact, I don't need to really tell much about why you should get wisdom, because if you study your Proverbs very well, you will know that wisdom is very, very much important. In any prayer that we are praying, we all have our parts to play. When God have answered our prayer, He will direct us, He will orchestrate our ways. So, and we have our parts to play. And one of the parts is, and that our part is what I want to reveal in this video. So when you are praying to get wisdom, there are some practical things that you can do to attract that wisdom to yourself. Or let me say because the wisdom might be around you already, but you don't know how to take advantage of it. So that's why you need to know this practical wisdom. So number 1 way to practically get wisdom is get knowledge. Get knowledge. How can you get knowledge? Through studying, through reading, through watching edifying content. Not necessarily spiritual content alone. No. When you are talking about getting knowledge, getting valuable content that will add value to your life, like this content you are watching now, you are getting knowledge, because the things you know in this video or the videos on this channel now, you will never forget them again when you are implementing them. So when you are getting knowledge, when you read books, you read not necessarily spiritual book every time, but you have to schedule yourself that, okay, this week I want to study spiritual books, maybe next week I want to study financial book, the following week I want to study books on marriage, and listening to audio messages, watch edifying content, watch like helpful, valuable content, videos. There are some vlogs that you will watch that you will know how to handle your wealth very well, how to manage your finance, how to invest right. There are some content that you will watch, there are some books that you will read that you will know how to eat healthily, that will know the right food you can eat. And that's one of the way you are gathering knowledge. And when you now gather all this knowledge, you just notice that you have abundance of knowledge to implement whenever you need to apply them. So that's one of the ways to get wisdom. Get knowledge. Don't just be on social media watching comedies and watch entertainment comedy content alone. Make sure you get yourself familiar with content that will edify you always. So that's one of the ways to get wisdom. And the second way to get wisdom practically is get understanding. How to get understanding is get understanding by meditating on those knowledges you have acquired. You understand? Like, get understanding. When you are meditating on them, let your heart be focusing on, how can I get this done? How did they do it? How can I get it done? What right time should I apply this? So that's one of the understanding. Another English another way I describe understanding is behind the scenes. What is this? What are the practical things they did to get this kind of result? So that's one of the ways, because you can get knowledge and not know the best way to apply it. That's not understanding. If you have understanding, you know, you have that wisdom, you have that information, you have that knowledge, and you have the right way to get it done, to apply it. So when you are meditating on those things, when you get the knowledge, then you sit down and meditate on, how can I apply it to my own personal life? Because the way you will apply one particular knowledge to your personal life will be different from how I'm going to apply my own. So get wisdom and get understanding and meditate on those knowledge that you have gathered, that you have acquired, and then sit down. How can I do it? Where can I do it? When can I do it? So those 3 questions is very, very much important. So those are the things that if you don't know them, then you know how to go and be searching for them. I remember sometimes I was learning something. It is because of that understanding, that 3 questions. How can I do it? When can I do it? Where can I do it? And even what time can I do it? Okay, that's when can I do it? So that 3 questions is very much important when you want to get wisdom, because understanding and knowledge are working together. So when you get knowledge, get understanding too, by meditating on how to do it, when to do it, and where to do it. So that's it. And the number 3 practical ways to get wisdom is start to start to apply them. Start to apply those knowledge you have gathered. Now that you have gathered the knowledge, and now that you already know how to, like, you already get the understanding by meditating on how to get them, to how to achieve them, when to achieve them, and where to achieve them. So now start to be applying them, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. Is the application of knowledge. Application. So if you have knowledge, no matter how much abundance of knowledge you have, if you are not applying them, you are not wise. So if that means whenever you are getting those wisdom, and you have sat down, you meditate how to apply them, when to apply them, and where to apply them. So the next thing is to start applying them. Don't just get it. It is like faith. You say you have faith, you are not doing anything. So faith without work is dead. The same thing is wisdom without application is dead too. You cannot be telling me you have wisdom and you are not applying the things that you already know. That means you don't have wisdom. You are not wise. So that's it. Start to be applying them at the right time, in the right place, and in the right way too. So application is the next thing. So the more you apply wisdom, the more your wisdom will be enlarging. The more your wisdom will be enlarging. So that's why you need to be applying the knowledge you have acquired. So that's another point. So another point, and the last point on how to get wisdom, is always ask God in prayer. Always ask God in prayer continually. It is even written in James chapter 1 verse 5 that if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask. Because you can't just depend on the naturals, the practical ways I've said earlier, like the number 1 to 3 that I've mentioned earlier alone. You can't depend on all those things alone. You can't just get yourself familiar with the books with edifying content, valuable content, and reading books, watching edifying videos alone, and thinking wisdom will just come to you naturally. No, wisdom is not natural. Wisdom is not natural. If you want to walk in higher level of wisdom, you must always ask God in prayer. I remember when I started asking God in wisdom, like asking God for wisdom, because there is no day I don't pray for wisdom. There's no day I don't pray for wisdom, because it is very much important in your life. Because wisdom is the principal thing. Even in this Bible, we say get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. Thereby get wisdom. So that principal thing is what you need to achieve anything in life. It is even from the wisdom of God that God created the earth. It is when you have wisdom of God that your eyes will be enlightened, your understanding, you will get to be understanding things supernaturally. It is even written that the eyes of your understanding be enlightened, because you may be reading the same content, the same books, the same videos, watching the same videos that other people are watching, and you are not getting the exact value that will apply to you, that you will need in your life to apply. So that's why you need to keep praying to God to give you wisdom every day, so that it can enlighten your understanding. So it is when you start to walk in supernatural wisdom by continually asking God in prayer. So I remember sometimes I watch a video with some kind of set of people, and when those guys are talking about the video, it's a gospel movie. So they started talking about the movie, and I was so shocked, because what they were laying emphasis on, the only thing that makes sense to them in that movie is the error part of the movie. I was like, true. If your eyes of understanding is not enlightened, the only thing you will be seeing is the error. That's why you must always pray. That's why you must always pray for wisdom, so that God can enlighten your understanding, so that the valuable thing that you need to apply in your life is what you'll be getting. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I love you, and I believe that if you implement this thing that I explained in this video, you are going to be walking in higher dimension of wisdom. So thank you very much for staying to the end. My name is Jide, and I'm Peculiar, so you can call me J Peculiar. This is Value Time. Recommend this Value Time with others so that they can get wisdom as well. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I love you.